They're looking fine. It should work fine. Are these? Probably the same. You wanted to talk.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Bro, I don't have anywhere to sleep, I think. Oh, yeah. He's saying that.
You should take care of that then.
Yeah. Yeah, I should. I definitely should get on that.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
We're going to be figuring something out, he says. What a plan. What a plan, Kim. I guess I should have been looking more places. Okay. This is what we must do. What is, do you hold right click? I believe I already checked it.
What do you see?
Yep. Sorry, it's been a minute. Uh, I think I did everything I can do here. Did I go in here? Believe I went in here. Ah,
tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
You can this. Okay. I'm gonna.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Is that gonna give me a
The cloak
bonus?
looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
I love your voice. I don't get a bonus for Kim's support? What kind of game is this? Oh my god. It's a hack.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's do that. Close your eyes. Let your senses take in the world around you.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive. Alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Give me my fucking jacket. Uh. Okay. It is a police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. What the fuck is tarpaulin again? Or however you say that. It's been a minute. Tarpaulin? Heavy duty waterproof cloth. Originally of tarred canvas. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. Signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. Can you turn your bro? Yes, you can. Fuck yeah, bud. And what I have the man from Hjelmdal. What is it? The esprit de corps and taking back the streets. And shivers in knowing thy neighborhood. Huh. I see. Alright. Whoa, hey. Did I? Okay, I did that. What the fuck? I moved him too. Alright, if you'll excuse me for just one moment. I must relay this. Amazing news. That against all odds, I made it to the harbor on the first day. Collecting rainwater. I approve. Can... Yeah, you can enter this door now. And there's quite a bit going on in here. Can you? This walks. This also walks. A step. You can't. Okay. Whatever, bro. What do we got going on? The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. I hear it. No, that's the clock. I don't hear the radio. What the fuck? A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Thank you. Conceptualization? Is that what that was after perception? I guess. Every worker, member of the board, is written at the top of the flyers. At the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Hell yeah. Where are my frames? Is it the light? I hadn't noticed. There's not much in the way of options here. What if we go with that? And then I'll need to come here and fucking do that. Oy. That didn't help. Whatever, dude. I guess with the lights on. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Yeah, with the lights on, we're just chunking. Screw it. Standard office file cabinet drawers seem to be locked. So, while I have the light on at the very least, turn that off. That'll help a little bit. Someone left the coffee machine on. What is this? A postcard that I can sell. You can just fucking sell postcards? Yo, now my frames are back. Is it just the camera? Cause I'll just leave the camera off if it's gonna run. La Fumée. I see. Walk in here for me. Oh. We got some neat office shades. These were stuffed away in the Dockworkers Union office. They are perfect for scribbling down paperwork when the sun tries to get in your eye. Good for staring down suspects, too. You bet your ass. So we have Eye of the Reckoner. And a bit dry. How come, what are, do you want your, oh. Says, do you want your sunglasses to be wet? Dry and like, so it makes you appear what the fuck does dry mean in a personality? I don't, that's a weird word to use. Okay. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. More than a decade after the war, the Eastern Bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. Postcard will sell for a pretty penny. And you, the leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism. Oh, fuck yeah, bud. Offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. So yeah, I definitely can I.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Okay. Yeah, what's the deal with the antlers? Wait. So why him?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Satire to put him on the cover? I don't. I mean, isn't he like dead? I don't know if that's satire. I think that's just a point.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They
Are they
represent
really?
a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
That's not. Oh, that's not communism. Really, though. It's not. Mm, I love the way that this game makes fun of everybody. It's so cool. It's actually no, actually, it's hilarious.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
Bro, I can handle some theory. Come on now.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
All right. Well, clearly, that's the first thing that you want to know about.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism.
Uh-huh.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
I got you. Oh, you don't have a voice? Only 4 issues in. It sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Let's. I mean, everything is in order, but I do want to see what he says about it. I just.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
Deborders. Okay.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Alright, let's just go through it in the order that it's written because it's probably the best way to experience the this type of media.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine.
Okay.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
You like that, huh? Let's. Well, who the fuck is wrestling these bears?
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself.
You don't say.
According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Now, when you say bear wrestling, do you mean that two bears are wrestling each other? Or...
Of course not. The article makes plain that this is man on bear, or in some cases, woman on bear competition. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation.
Alright, I'm glad they let the women have a go. This is very important. They can fuck a bear up too, if they are so inclined. Everybody gets a turn.
According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
Huh. Fascinating. This is the SIV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers, there's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in La Cherte. Yep, not sure I trust these
What are you,
numbers.
a statistician? Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
Oh my god. This is just idiotic. Just alright.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Alright, so what's this nonsense?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Oh, beautiful. This is what I'm all about. What do you say? Why they decided to title this one section in all the Beyond You?
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Uh-huh.
The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
Oh, so this was your voice the whole time. That's kind of close to the voice that I gave you. This was very posh. I was slightly more British. Uh, all right. Yeah, I want to read the profile of the dude, of course.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Oh no. Okay.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney.
What are those?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Oh, okay, this is just the
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has
I
its
didn't know
price.
what. Okay.
Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus,
Uh-huh.
the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
Understood. I don't want to say this.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I watch it for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
Okay, you
That's
say
because
so.
you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
I read critically finely enough. Thank you. So let's
Oh,
tell him.
come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads one or two books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
I agree.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What's it got to say about the local
Unsurprisingly, much of this
concerns?
section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
Hell yeah, I get it, boys.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Oh, come on, guys. Bruh. Ye- No, I mean, I get it, but
Ah, this must be Gaston's handiwork.
Gaston. Whoa! Hey now, that's not. This is... I love this. And this, yep. So let's talk about this.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
You're speaking the language of the world right now, comrade.
It's true, the rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days.
I'm working on it, I tell you. Every day.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Alright. Back at it.
On
Wasting
second
time
glance,
here.
Someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
That is quite unfortunate.
The
What
drawer
do they got?
opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
What's it got?
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Alright. Simply force yourself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Alright. Can you do that?
You are a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
Alright.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
What does it hold in its secret
It appears
pocket?
to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Mm-hmm.
All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
A to-do list with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably, the head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
It do.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Give it another once over.
Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed. The drawer
Okay.
slides shut, smoothly.
Never mind. And then what's this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
I don't need to use it. This door locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Right. What? Hey, what? Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Gotcha. Alright, I need to come out here. Three packs worth of cigarette butts and numerous empty bottles. Let's clean up. And we'll get back somehow. How do we? Here. Wait. What is this? All around you, great machines in quiescence.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. Two buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumer on, éteindre off.
Those aren't the words that it used.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Uh-huh.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Alright, let's get back to this panel.
The rusty control panel grows warm to the touch, then grows cold. It is finished. A faint smell of burning rubber reaches your nostrils. A short circuit.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
We'll have use of this crate soon enough. Kitsuragi. But first, how am I getting out of here, bro? Shipyard head is oddly quiet. Great machines are sleeping. Hurry up and grab this money. Phew. Okay, what about with this on though? It's more like it. What is this? Oh. Just money? Hey.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
You don't say.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Sigmundi? What the fuck?
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
This tiny man is so engaged in his work that he doesn't notice you. Hey bro?
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Alright. So yeah, let's ask him about this one that we already encountered.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Gotcha, gotcha. So what are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering above him. Look at the mountainers that look at the containers.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Okay. Has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Miss Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Oh, I see. Well, he's probably right. What's underneath the covers?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Oh. That is quite helpful.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Uh, so where is everybody then?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Yeah, about that.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops but seems eager to tell you more.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
But you're gonna.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
But what did they
Guess
do?
The boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Alright. I personally have never been in a physical altercation.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this under hearties.
Look at him. It's not gonna be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay. Let's just ask him.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Oh, that's, oh, this is great. Alright.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
That's okay, that's fine. Look, I just want to know where he
Mr.
is.
Everett is usually in his office, of course. But he already left for the day. He always leaves around 10 p.m.
Oh, oh, fuck. Alright. I'm
Bye-bye
off
now.
then. Where do I go then? Would you please run? I guess you gotta go up this way.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, It's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Okay.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Good.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date. Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood,
What the
black
fuck
mucus, uncontrollable
is
weeping,
this?
increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse.
Wow, okay.
Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
Okay, what can we think about? Let's go, mirror balls, cast moves, boogie beat. Alright, sure, let's say that.
Your nihilistic humor renders the list of side effects null and void, just like
Let's
everything
go.
else in this empty world. Yes.
Let's go.
moving
Alright, take
on.
them.
And take the painkillers. They are.
Oh, they're yours
You
now.
stand and exit the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I don't need the
Let's get going.
photograph.
The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Yes. Can where am I meant to go from here, though? Because this only goes... Oh god. Nope. Alright, maybe there's a through line. If I go in here.
A large table with 2 huge vacuum-insulated thermal coffee dispensers. Someone has forgotten a small plastic card next to the stacks of cups. You snatch up the red plastic card. It features a black contour of a crane lifting a container. The name, Etienne Hogarth, is written in the middle. Below it, in smaller text, member of the board. It comes with a
Oh
magnetic strip
my
meant to open
god.
electronic doors.
There we go. Oh. Thank you, perception. Okay. Now we can open the door. Been saved by the eyeballs. Because we killed all that slime earlier. These natural enemies. Eyeballs of slime. Oof. Bro. Wasting precious minutes here. It has been done. And come back. Later, does this? Yeah. Okay, so you go up there. Gotcha. You can take off that junk now. And get out of the cold. Cold harbor air. Hey Ryan. How's it going? I got let's see what happens, I guess.
Can I help you?
What did I see here?
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
Oh. Apparently not.
Yes. Have you got it?
Alright, so I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
uh... Uh... So let's, sure.
Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it?
I mean... It is kind of a game.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Sure. I guess that's what's happening for the day. I'll make it up to you, Kim.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Let's just do as the man says.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
So what do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Ho ho ho. Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Okay. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
If you say so.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
Alright.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Let's do this thing. Is the pawn shop just open? Where's the pawn shop? Is there? Oh, this is my thing. Oh, I can level up. That's right. Oh. I didn't. I've. It's been a minute. Forgot that you just go to the thing and then press level up on it. So. Huh. Let's see. What do we have? Sure. Takes some empathy.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building.
It's an apartment building, brother. Oh my god. And that's... That's the free shit. And the... pawn shop is this one?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
How do I...
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains. His pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
Takes the cash, then turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket. Fair enough, Kim.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
I understand, man. I'm
Anything
sorry.
else
Thank
you're thinking
you
of selling?
for helping a brother out. We lift each other. I will make it even more up to you somehow, I'm sure, in the future. No, I'm not gonna.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
So this postcard. Pawn that. Both of them. So I have a decent amount.
Another time, perhaps.
What do we got going on up here? Uh. Uh-huh. Alright, what do we got? What do we have to choose from? What are you showing me on this thing? Why was this lit up? Okay. I have no idea. But fuck. Right, I got new gloves. Alright, these gloves. For ultimate performance efficiency, these Fallen Ultra Series gloves come fingerless with a grippy padding covering the palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. Alright. They've got unfiltered contact. Alright, asshole. I got your fucking
Can I help you?
pieces of useless metal.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Alright, whatever. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Gotcha.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I already almost have that. Great.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Absolutely not. Goodbye. Are you?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
All right, let's do this.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Oh, God. Kim. I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
How'd you get so cool?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
The light of his cigarette illuminates. Fleeting smile. He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
As we all do.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
So how do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot.
I was definitely inspired by your confidence in me that time, Kim.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we're missing something, but we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
Takes a deep drag and looks at the city. Sure.
I'm glad we can agree on that, at least.
Communication is important to most things that have to do with humans, since it is, you know, the center of society.
We didn't get to meet Everclair, but we did get into the harbor. It'll be easier to reach him tomorrow.
Absolutely. Finally did it.
We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
So yeah, this sounds pretty much like me. We'll go with this one.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those hills.
He nods, thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Why thank you. And sir. Thank you for everything. Can I say nothing and then thank him?
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And then Jamrock and the GRH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
It looks like the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky over here.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Yeah. I do hope we do some kind of good with our time here.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
I'm literally the shittiest cop ever, but also the goodest of good cops. In the same night.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
So what are our powers exactly?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Well then how is fining less economic than other things you could do though? What? I don't...
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
So what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
So how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Okay.
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people that are convicted then?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Okay.
The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
I want to say it was the citizens.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
That makes sense.
Or
I
if
guess.
they think you do.
So what is this moral intern?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Okay, but if I didn't know... How would you describe... No, let's be... He's been a bro. Let's be real for a moment.
Okay. There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Mm-hmm.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
So nobody knows what's going on. Okay.
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory.
Uh-huh.
Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
So who was Dolores?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Got you.
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to
I can have opinions.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Oh, woof. What? No. But yeah, things are fucked up.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. What is that? I leveled up again, okay? What were, interfacing? Hmm. Hmm. Sure. So yeah, we've got some things to do tomorrow. For sure. Alright, it's super late. See you in the morning, Cam. Can you close the door? Thank you. Were you raised in a fucking barn? Is that the bed?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Let's do it.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Oh.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Why not?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Oh, I know that feeling rather well, actually.
Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
What about the blanket?
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax.
Roll over.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No thoughts, head empty.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh. Okay. I forgot about this. Oh my god. Oh, right.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Oh, it's the guy. Oh, your voice sends me to places. Good sir, please let this last for a good long while. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said... Who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there, one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
They're off, being busy, I suppose.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
8,000.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Damn. Didn't know it was my job, bruh. My bad. But I can fix it.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown? Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve the case, man. I gotta do stuff.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Thumbs up
Alright.
garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh my god, there's another kind? What the devil could it be?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Damn. Living again? Couldn't be me. Alright.
Good going, buddy.
So is that how it's gonna be every time?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
Let's see. What the fuck is happening? What is all of this?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, you know what? I actually feel great.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Oh god, okay. What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect, ready to go to war against the world.
But what if I do say no?
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
We'll see about that. The old man just doesn't get it, does he?
Suit
Etc.
yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
You can keep that attitude to yourself there, mister. Alright. I'm gonna take one more little break and go get some more water and stuff. Walk around, stretch a minute. And then I'll come back with some stuff.